This is the tick of the talk of the cosmic clock, but this is about the chakras this time. And it just don't stop. Happy throat day while we are chakra infusing with the full moon. And in this full moon, there is a specific focus and concentration on the throat. Express yourself. And I'm not just talking about speaking, I'm talking about everything that the throat is about, which is soul integrity, expressing authenticity, authenticating the vibratory field. And we need this more than ever at this time while desperate energies are doing desperate things, while we are on the ascension timeline in the halls of Amenti, aka 8-8 Lionsgate, where Jehudi is walking us through the halls. And this is about communication. Jehudi also represents the communication, the messenger. We are to be the messengers of truth, stewards of the light that are carrying the truth. And so this throat chakra day is really asking us to double up on our expression and say what you must, say what you need to, say what you need to say, and let the chips fall where they may. No regard, not that we don't care about others, compassion for the collective, but no regard for, oh, this is not the right time, how's it going to make them feel? This is not the time for that. It's authenticating the vibratory field no matter what. So with that, I'm going to share with you a little bit of download about it. There's so much. We're going to do a live later on tonight. So if you catch this, we're going to do a live speaking about, as I am going to authenticate the vibratory field tonight. So after the workshop, we're going to do a live, and we're going to talk about something that everybody's been talking about, but I don't want to even use the name because this is not about the clickbait. It's bigger than that. And we really ought to understand what's happening on the vibratory field while they are sowing seeds of inauthenticity. We have to cut through that by authenticating. So we're going to get into that because there's a message to be had there that they are binding our expression. So more than now, we need to express change. So there's a harmonizing, because today is a date code of 2 as well. So there's a harmonizing within the throat chakra from the throat chakra infusion with the moon that is calling out our expressions of truth to shine through in order to break the lies of illusion that holds the pillars of corruption in the false matrix. This is an important part of this message. Ones are being called, the 144, chosen of the chosen few, are being called to authenticate the vibratory field by expressing the truth that amplifies the light grid activation to electrify and shatter the illusion of the false matrix by exposing the manipulation and lies, which removes and dismantles the seeds of inauthenticity. See, this is what times we're in right now. So it's imperative that we say and do what needs to be done. Chosen ones of the 144 ascendants are to operate or interact through boundaries within that are aligned with truth principles in order to in order to house or have. See, I can't even, looking at my own handwriting, I was rushing to get this message out. Right? So in order to have true accountability, able to account for the energy that is held in account or has been held, which ultimately promotes acceleration through true transcendence for the ascension time. So this is the act. This is a message for chosen ones. What are we to do? We are to act or operate, and the way we interact through boundaries within us, not boundaries at people or for people, but boundaries within us that are aligned with truth principles, right? In order to have that true accountability for the energy held in account, right? And so this is ultimately accelerating us. It's ascension time, and this is a operation that we have to do, must needs be done, right? This sends the false matrix into a major collapse as their seeds of inauthenticity are removed from the vibratory field, and the truth lights the path for the love frequency. This is what is happening right now. And we'll speak more on how they're binding the expressions in order to bond the illusion. That's what they're fighting for desperately right now. So it is for us to let me clear my throat and express the truth that we need to invoke. cutting through. Just imagine that we are slicing through. We're amplifying the light grid activation, and the light itself is cutting through. I had pulled some cards with the full moon, and one of the main things that was shown as an obstacle in humanity right now is the throat chakra card of shining through. So that tells me this is what we're being called to do, specifically, quickly, efficiently shine through. Not be bold, not be a show off lion because of the um, Leo access with Aquarius. This is not about that. This is about shining that light of expression to break up and dismantle those falsities and those inauthenticities. Authenticate the vibratory field. Temples are rising, colonies are rising on the fifth dimension, and the expression of truth is being emphasized. Right? You hear? And the crowd goes wild. Ooh! I couldn't, that perfectly timed. All right, so with that said, stay tuned. There's more on find what is being held up in our expression. So express, express, express. Say more, not less. Peace.